Hello and welcome to today's episode of our Walton Family Podcast, where we drive and deal with all of our issues, therapize ourselves, and hopefully help you guys out with some helpful ideas. And you just get a nice conversation in the car to listen to while you're driving somewhere. So
today is all about DIY.
It is all about our trials, our tribulations, and our successes.
Yeah. And stress.
As part of that, we want to hear what you guys have done with DIY. So we want to hear about your successes and what's gone well, but we also want to hear about your struggles and what has gone wrong, because it's great celebrating people's successes, but it's also great having a good laugh when things have gone wrong as well.
And we need to cheer up right now, so share away, guys.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get into it. Episode 3, and today we found ourselves driving to IKEA on the back of doing some vaguely dodgy DIY.
It's not dodgy, it's just stressful.
I mean, it's ended a bit dodgy at the minute. We will fix it.
It will be fixed.
But we'll go into that in a sec. But we need some post-DIY therapy to
shop our stress away.
Yeah.
And probably end up getting more stressed.
So we've just been making a packed wardrobe, which we've done it 3 to 4 times before. And they're not that hard to make. Like, we didn't think it'd be that bad. The difference being this time, if you've watched our vlog from, today's the 3rd of August, isn't it? So Thursday the 3rd of August, that vlog, if you go find that and watch why we were doing it, basically it's all come out of the loft, because it's one that we used to have, and then when we rearranged our house when Noah was born, or a bit after he was born, it got put up in the loft and saved for a rainy day. Now, if you've built one of these before, you know on the back there's a great big thin piece of like plywood.
I will just say as well, it's not rainy today.
Oh yeah, weather update, always important.
Well, no, you just talked about saying it for a rainy day.
And it's not rainy today.
Yesterday it was a rainy day.
For the first time ever. Well, we did we planned it yesterday.
We did.
So technically that's right.
Sorry, I just had to.
No, it's fine, it's fine. And then
You've lost your train of thought, haven't you?
I have lost my train of thought now. You've ruined me.
Sorry.
My train's gone off. Oh yeah, so that tiny piece of wood, when you take it apart, as we did to put it in the loft ages ago, that basically has to get ripped off. There's no real way.
Yeah, it's all nailed in, isn't it?
Yeah, so unless you've got a really fancy hammer to get all the little nails out, which we don't.
I don't think that exists.
They have a little claw bit, don't they? But it just didn't work.
Yeah, but they're so tightly put in.
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd get the claw bit around it in the first place.
Yeah, true. So anyway, we've tried to build it today without that back bit, and we've managed to do it. It's taken us about an hour and a half, what should have been like a 15-minute job. And safe to say, stress has happened.
Yeah, but it's up and it looks exactly like the other ones. We thought we'd put some shelves in, because we did actually find an extra 3 shelves, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which is a bonus. We put them in and we thought that mine add to the sturdiness, and it has. It's just, when you compare it to the other ones, it's just nowhere near as sturdy.
Yeah.
So we know we can get plywood backboard from B&Q, and it's about 20-25 quid.
Yeah.
But we've always looked on IKEA and we can never find it on the website, so we thought, well, we're going anyway, so we'll ask someone if we can get them, because you would think realistically they would have them.
I hope they do, because if not, it's just going to be a pain to get one. And to be...
I don't know if I'll end up getting it today.
No. But if we do go... In fact, we have not even measured it, have we? But the size will be on the IKEA website, on how big that cupboard is, won't it? But yeah, I think it's one of the things where we, as a couple, we're very, very good at not arguing. Like, we don't bicker, we don't stress at each other, anything like that. But doing DIY is one of the things that pushes us to our limits of just like
we're both very stubborn people.
Yeah, and I think we're good, because we both just tell each other we're stressed. We're like, this is stressing me out now, and we both just kind of take a step back. Yeah,
I was getting angry, so I went to check the post.
Yeah, like we don't take out on each other, which is one of the best things that we don't do.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, we get closest to our limit of not getting stressed out.
DIY. Love it.
With DIY. Especially
I like the end product. It's frustrating because I know what I want.
Yeah.
And in my head, when I can see something, I see it. When I can't see it, I just don't have a clue.
You just see the final result.
Yeah.
You don't see the steps to get there.
No, I don't at all.
And you just want the final result to be like...
I've never been like that, though. I visually can't see anything like that.
Whereas I do more of the steps.
Yeah.
But then I don't like today I'm not as creative as you were with just flipping the things around and going, oh, it'll just work, just try it.
And it did.
And it did work.
So I was right,
I give you
guys.
credit for that.
Moral of the story, Rachel is always right.
Why does it always boil down to that?
Facts of life.
Apparently so. So yeah, if you guys have got any DIY stories that you would like to share with us when you and your partners have been doing DIY and it either has gone really, really well or not gone so well, then stick them in the comments down below, because we always enjoy a good laugh, and I'm sure there'll be some funny ones out there of where people have either done brilliantly well and surprised themselves, or done not so brilliantly well and everything's fallen apart, which is possibly what our cupboard would have done as it is standing there with a box supporting it.
Might do when we get home.
Without a backboard, so it may be all in pieces on the floor. But that'll make for a funny vlog, so that's
Can
fine.
you add pictures to comments on YouTube?
I don't think you can, no. It would be nice if we could see some pictures.
Yeah.
So they can send us them on Instagram.
Yeah.
If they message us on Instagram. I don't know if you can send pictures.
You can do like a reply video, can't you?
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, all the links are in descriptions of videos and channel descriptions and wherever else, so you can go find us and send us pictures of your DIY mishaps, preferably. Successes. If ours is a success, I will look at successes. If it isn't, then I'll be sad.
I'd like to see like your ideas of what you do for like, you know, like they're just awkward spaces. Like, how do you fill them? Because a really good one that we did, we have our little Harry Potter cupboard under the stairs.
Yeah.
But it's not a Harry Potter cupboard, is it?
It's just a cupboard.
It's just a cupboard, but
weird. Like there's no lighting.
Yeah, basically it's just a cube cupboard with a triangular roof.
Yeah.
It's more like a parallelogram actually. Roof.
Oh. Yes, it is.
Isn't it?
Math knowledge.
Massive.
Whoa.
And it was just used for storing crap, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just chucked junk in there for ages.
And when you were doing the decking outside, we had 3 pallets left over, 3 decent ones, so you managed to get them to fit into it and made like 3 little shelves, which we'll show you a picture of.
Yeah, I'll try and stick one in the video now.
Yeah.
But I think it does look good.
Yeah. And in terms of DIY, I think when we moved into the house, we were both
rubbish.
Yeah, that's it. But I kind of think I egg you on to doing things.
You do. You massively cheer me on. I think, like, when I want to do something, I'm not brave enough to just go and do it. Whereas you'll be like, yeah, just give it a try and see what happens. Like, because I always like, well, if I do it, then we spend 50 quid and it's rubbish and it's a waste of 50 quid.
I'm like, let's save 100 quid.
Let's just give it a try and see what happens. And it normally ends up working out. Apart from my garden, whatever it was, shade thing that was just
that awful. Was one of the first things we ever did.
It was one of the first things we did.
Horrible.
It was rubbish.
It wouldn't be up now, let me tell you.
No, but it didn't last more than like a week. We built this like outdoor sun trap.
It's not like a...
I can't remember, pergola?
Yeah.
But it was
it was horrible. It was 4 wooden posts and it was just plastic, like ridged roofing.
Yeah, on top. And we did it just before we went on holiday, and we went away for a week, and about halfway through we got a picture sent from your brother sent me of like, looking over the fence into our garden. It was all just on the floor where the wind had just blown it over. That was
horrible.
A sad day. I was very sad.
Yeah, you were. I'm sure you had a maxi bunch to cheer you up.
I bet I did. Oh, I can't wait. A week today. Sunshine.
When this comes out, we'll probably already be there and back.
Probably back already, yeah. Oh well, I've not.
But yeah, we've done loads of like DIY around the house that's actually worked. I think our biggest probably success is the decking.
The decking's amazing. That was definitely 90%.
To be fair, actually, no. I think the best one you've ever done was one of the first things we did was the patio. You know where the bins are?
Yeah.
That is so secure.
That is good, and that was all us.
That was all you.
100%. Yeah.
It wasn't me.
You were there.
I just watched.
You gave me the confidence.
Yeah. But that looks lovely.
Yeah. And before we had it all ripped up, we did the other end of the garden as well.
Yeah, we did.
And that was good, but then they just came to dig underneath it, so we got them to relay it professionally, which is...
To be fair, it's not as good, because half of it has dipped a little bit, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, but I'm sure ours would have done. With that hot tub on top of it.
You're right.
It would never have held.
But yeah.
Actually, going back to the hot tub, the one I'm most proud of when we had the hot tub put in, we had to get
Oh my
power
gosh.
lines down to the garden. It has to be like a certain
Was it like 4 foot
ampage or
deep?
wattage.
No, it wasn't 4 foot.
But basically, because it's such a strong power line, they had to bury it a metre down.
Was it a metre?
Yeah, it was a metre. And the guy said basically, if you want to save a bit of money...
Sorry. That was a food festival.
A food festival, where?
8th to something of August. Oh, when we're on holiday.
We're not on the 8th.
8th to the 5th. He's
We're
in
on the 10th.
nursery.
Yeah, he's in nursery on the 8th.
Wentworth House.
Food festival on the 8th. Why not? Remember that one. It's a
Yeah.
cosy. But yeah, he said if you want to save, it was like 100 quid or something, and basically we could dig this trench before he got there because he wasn't going to get there to be able to do it for like a week or two.
By we mean Tom.
Yeah. And so, honest to God, it was like the height of summer. The ground was rock solid.
Yeah, it was.
And we found out that our house is built where the show homes used to be.
It was the car park, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally on top of the car park.
I think
for
we
the
kind of
show
knew
home.
that anyway from when we did the previous patio.
Well, we knew that, but what we didn't know is that when they basically built the houses, they've taken... Oh my God, they almost crashed.
They just put screws in the...
Well, there was the cement and the
There
tarmac.
was cement, there was tarmac, there was screws, there was bricks, a lot under there.
So if you dig down in our garden about 20 centimetres, you just come to a layer of cement
Yeah.
and whatever else. And so digging this trench was awful. It took me so long.
You did it
Like,
though?
oh, I did it because I was saving 100 quid.
Absolutely.
And I'm a cheapskate like that. But I was digging for hours. Like, we had people come round and you'd be sat in the house with, like, your cousin came around with her kids, didn't she?
Yeah.
I'd just be out in the garden just digging a line in the ground.
Hey, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think the best one, it wasn't a DIY project this, but the one I think I'm most proud of you doing was the cooker.
I still can't believe that worked.
I know.
Like,
Tom became an electrician for the day.
for most people, it probably sounds like the easiest thing in the world, but like to me, I can't believe that I've like rewired a plug, and it actually
You
like
didn't rewire a plug. I don't know if is that rewiring a plug. You physically had
we
to.
took it off, took all the wires out, and put it like we
yeah.
put it through the hole and put all the
Yeah.
wires back into the plug, didn't we?
Yeah. You had to. Because of where our kitchen is, you have to. The cooker.
Microwave had to come out, didn't it?
You have to take the plug off the cooker because it goes like down and through the shelf underneath, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then into the cupboard. But before you can do that, you have to unhook the microwave. And it was just, we got to one point, we got it out, and we were just like, wow. But actually, I think it's probably one of the easiest things we did.
Yeah, it only took about an hour, the whole thing, didn't it?
Yeah. And I just remember all that night, we were just sat, we were worried that something was just going to blow up.
Well, the stupid thing is, wasn't it just after that we had that?
Yeah, we did.
All the power cut
power
went
went
out.
out. And it turned out that was the toaster.
We thought we'd screwed something over the electric, and actually...
It was one side of the toaster, just the fuse had gone.
Yeah, and like just every time we turned that on, it just shorted the power to the house out. But we were going around turning every plug off and turn them all back on one by one to see what it was.
Funny.
Oh,
And you've done the dishwasher.
we've done that twice, haven't we? Or just one?
No, they came back out because they'd not plugged it in.
Oh, yeah. Your dad spotted that when we moved in.
Yeah.
So look, so DIY as a whole, we are quite good. We just, when it goes wrong, you know, I can see why people do argue. Like when you see couples that argue a lot anyway and bicker a lot.
Our favourite is my brother and sister-in-law.
There is.
The way they change their house is absolutely incredible, and Aaliyah's got such a good vision for what she wants to do.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
But they argue so much when they're doing DIY, and it's so funny.
Yeah. It is. They should make their own show on it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, keeping up with the Kardashians, keeping up with the Brammers.
Yeah. The house is just stunning.
It is.
They are on Instagram, actually, aren't they? Is it
I will
Brammers
try
at Bellevue?
Yeah, I'll try and tag them in this bit of
Yeah.
the video, and I'm sure I'll clip this onto something so they know we talked about them. Because I do have a lot of house envy when it comes to their house.
Yeah. We also have a toddler.
But yeah, everything has its place. It's perfect.
Yeah.